What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on Baba stock.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And in today's video, first of all, I will show you where we are on the price chart and how we get there. Then I will continue with the fundamental news and I will show you what news might be the catalyst for this asset for upcoming months. And at the end of this video, I will share my thoughts and my technical analysis. And I will show you what should we expect next. So let's start with the price chart. I made my previous video right here at this top at the very end of May. And I've told you that because of this structure, and by the way, I caught the majority of its movements from the previous videos. I told you that from this point we might see a bounce, and it is a very strong range of support. It is the golden pocket range from its swing low to swing high. And we were forming this descending triangle. And because of this, I made an assumption that we have to retest this range of resistance because I connected this top with these several tops. And we tested to the tick, then we had this movement to the downside. And on my previous video, at this very point, I've told you that we didn't complete the entire 5-wave structure to the downside. And my main assumption was that we should see some lower targets and probably we might land at this range of $73.28. But instead of this, we have a truncated 5th wave. And I didn't do any updates, and some of my viewers told me that I disappeared right after this asset made a turnover. But guys, I was wrong only partially, because if you re-watch my previous video, you will see that I suggested to enter your long position for the medium and long-term traders. But for the short-term traders, I've told you that most likely we have to see low price targets, but this price section, let me show you in details. If I switch to 5 minutes time frame, you all know that the structure, the impulsive structure has to have 5 waves, and the corrective waves have to have 3 waves in it. And let me show you right here that from this top we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves to the downside. Let me downgrade this scale. Right here we have clearly see 3-wave structure ABC. From this top, let me show you that we have 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 waves. And these 5 waves implies only 1 wave on a bigger scale. And from this point, I was almost sure that we should see some kind of reaction. And the key points for this reaction should be the breakout above this range. As you can see, on this breakout, right on the next day, we confirmed that we completed 5-wave structure to the downside. And guys, it is just a pure technical analysis. I'm not trying to predict its movements. I try to react on its movements. And that is why we have completed. Let me delete unnecessary tools because it is overcomplicated right now. And right here we have a 5-wave structure that has the lowest point at $77.60. And because of this completion, definitely we should see the movement to the upside. And the next movement clearly have 5-wave structure in it, and so on and so forth. So I don't want to dig deeper inside this sideways, pretty much sideways movement, because it is also quite complicated. In just several minutes I will show you what should we expect next, and I will show you the crucial points for this asset. But for now, let's continue with the fundamental news. And first of all, I want to show you this article that was published on June 13th and on Seeking Alpha, and it's titled Alibaba, Buy the Undervalued Chinese Bull. And let me quote you this summary. We remain buy rated on Alibaba. We believe the stock is undervalued and see an upside ahead toward first half of 2024. Alibaba's March quarter results show improving profitability, but revenue growth remains lackluster. We now expect the Chinese economic recovery to take longer to self-sustain. We expect Alibaba's cloud division spin-off to drive growth, as the company's cloud business dominates the Chinese market. And I've told you multiple times in my videos that Alibaba's cloud division is extremely lucrative in the long-term perspective, and it should be a driver for the entire Alibaba company. But for now, we will see its spin-off, and this will be extremely lucrative. So let's continue. The stock price is volatile in the near term. Still, we recommend investors explore favorable entry points into the stock on pullbacks. And this article is quite bullish, and I have to say that it is very easy to do this type of predictions when the asset goes higher. And we also have another quite similar article, also it is quite bullish. Where will Alibaba stock be in 5 years? And right here you can see that one of its bullet points is following. Alibaba stock looks cheap right now, and it could at least double in value over the next 5 years. And I agree with this forecast, but I think it will double its price not within the next 5 years, but within next year or year and a half. And I will show you why I think so. First of all, let me show you this information. We are on marketbeat.com. And here you can see the forecast from major analytic firms regarding this asset. And as you can see, the recent updates was made with the lower in their price targets, but the price targets itself are quite bullish. And if you take a look right here, the consensus analyst price target for this asset is $143.69, which implies 64.2% of upside potential from current ranges. And guys, I also told you that on the bigger scale, and by the way, let's continue with the technical analysis, but before we dive deep right here, please subscribe to my channel, hit notification bell and hit the like button. This helps me a lot. So guys, as the long-term, from the long-term holder standpoint, if we switch to daily time frame, zoom out, and take a look on a bigger picture of this asset, this company has a very harsh sell-off from its highest point from the end of October of 2020 till this lowest point of roughly $60 mark at the end of October of 2022. And since then, we have very good movement to the upside that has a perfect 5-wave structure, and we have this movement to the downside in a simple zigzag shape. And for now, we have two crucial points. Let's take a look on them. And let me switch to hourly time frame and let me show you this movement in details. So we have two crucial points. If it is the bottom of $78.11, and by the way, I'm talking from the long-term holder standpoint, and from this standpoint, we shouldn't break this bottom. In this case, we will not establish new lower lows from this high, and instead of this, we should break these previous swing highs. And which implies the upside potential from the current level of up to 8.4% to the 21.5% and to 39.8% with the downside potential of roughly 10%. So in this case, the only decent risk to reward ratio is the price target of roughly $121. But let's take a look on the micromanagement level, and let me again turn on all the tools. Right here, we have this movement to the upside, and right now we have this decrease in its price. I don't think that this range of support and resistance, this sloping line, might be relevant for its price action, but still, in the micromanagement level, we might see the pullback. And I have to say that markets right now are quite hot, and we have to see the cool down. And if it happens in upcoming week or in upcoming 2 weeks, definitely we should see this movement to the downside. And this range of roughly from $80 to $81.5 again might be the range of potential accumulation. And because of this, I still stand on my position that we should see the pullback and then movement to the upside. And this movement to the upside should have an increase in volume that will show us the beginning of new motive wave to the upside, and that will lead to much higher price targets. So what should you do if you want to enter your short-term position? I highly recommend you to wait, because we are, as you can see, we have some kind of curvature in its movement, and we don't have the major confirmation of this breakout above this range of resistance. Instead of this, we have movement to the downside, and again, this price action is quite weird, and you cannot rely on this long weeks of these candles, and you cannot make any decisions based on this price action. That is why just wait. wait for the pullback, and this pullback might be a very lucrative accumulation point in order to hit much higher targets. So I think that's all information that I want to provide you. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell, and see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm back.